social prescribing and your practice and your patients. How can you work closer with your community? That's what we're going to talk about in this social prescribing in practice course. And so one of the things that social prescribing has become pretty popular in the last few years, particularly in medical literature. And essentially what it is it's physicians saying, you know what, I don't have all the answers, but someone in our community does, and I know exactly what type of group, what type of practice, what type of other referral resources are in my community that I want to connect my patients with. It doesn't have to necessarily be a specialist or another physician. It might be to a mental health group. Maybe it's to a AA program for some of your patients who are struggling with alcoholism or diet or diabetes. But another way that social prescribing has become very popular is where doctors are connecting with their patients outside of the exam room, outside the four walls of your practice, and in really neat ways. One of the ways is in Walk with a Doc programs. We're starting to see this become very, very popular in concierge medicine in particular, where doctors are getting outside of their practice. They're asking and inviting patients to say, you know what, I'm going to start a walking group once a week or once a month, and we're going to meet at the local park, weather permitting of course, and we're going to start walking. And if you have questions about your health, bring them. I'm happy to answer them, or she. And this is a really great way. It's been very, very popular, and it's a way for a physician to get to know your patients and for them to also get to know you on a much more personal level. There's also Walk with a Doc in your grocery store, where a doctor invites maybe 3, 4, or 5 patients that maybe are struggling with eating disorders or struggling to make the right decisions when it comes to their diet and nutrition. Doctors will walk through the aisles with their patients and here's what's healthy, here's what's in this, here's what I choose. Those types of insights are incredibly powerful and personal for patients, and patients react to them in a very, very positive way. When was the last time your doctor took you to a grocery store or took you to a park and said, you know what, let's go for a walk together with a group and let's talk about your health. Let's talk about maybe your kids, what your grandkids are doing. A great way. Another way is crafting. Maybe there's some really creative patients in your practice, and you know what, you're creative too. You like whittling, you like canoeing. There's another doctor that we know of just recently that started a every other week kayaking and canoeing group down the local river in his area, and he invites some of his patients to come with him. That's amazing, and that kind of falls under the umbrella of this thing we call social prescribing. And if you want to learn more about social prescribing, I encourage you to check out the course Social Prescribing in Practice at 4doctorsforum.org. I know you're going to like this course, and I'm looking forward to learning about what you're going to do in your practice with your patients and with your community. Take care.